Let the Eurovision Song Contest begin!
Welcome to the first ever remotely recorded episode of the Douze Points podcast.
Woo! Look at us. We are like the Doctor Who of futuristic podcasting.
Yeah, we're so tech savvy. It's wild. I love it.
I know. And you know what the best thing is? I'm not wearing a bra.
Oh my God. Thank God you told us. Oh, geez, that changes everything.
It is so liberating.
I know.
So liberating.
Here I am sitting in skinny jeans for no apparent reason.
Well, then I'm very glad that I'm home.
Yeah,
I don't want to be in the same room as you in skinny jeans. It's traumatizing.
So even though today South Australia posted 2 straight weeks of no COVID, and we are literally down to 2 cases in the entire state.
Oh, yeah.
You have picked today
Yes.
to pick up some kind of bug, and just to be safe, we're recording from our respective homes.
I have been staying at home like a good little soldier, living the dream.
Excellent.
Like a fool. I went out. I got kitty litter. I was so horrified by all the people not social distancing. I quickly came home, but I think not before somebody gave me. It's not so much the flu at this stage. It's just the, I'm achy.
Oh, God. If anyone was going to... And yesterday was 13 days. We so desperately wanted to get to 14 days as a state.
Yeah.
And if someone had said, who do you think would break that streak the day before, I absolutely would have picked you. 100%.
Yeah. You know what? Can I say, for all the people who have been sitting at home desperate, who don't want to go back like to the office, want to continue working at home, I would no doubt be their hero. But no, it's not the Rona. It's not the Rona. I just have the achies.
Have you gotten a test? That's really what you need to do. Remember, in Australia, it's absolutely free, so go get it tested.
Get tested for what? What are you saying? I've been here alone.
Listen, whatever you need to get tested for, you go and get tested. All right, so we need to dive into the show. Enough about you and your illnesses. It's Azerbaijan week.
Woo-woo!
Welcome to Azerbaijan week. So Azerbaijan, I accidentally said at the end of the podcast last week that it was Belarus week this week, and you got all excited.
Which you got me all excited.
And then I learned how to spell, and I realized that before BE comes AZ. So Azerbaijan it is.
Can I say, like, I think out of all the countries that compete in Eurovision, Azerbaijan is by far and large the hardest one to spell.
Absolutely.
I'm just saying that.
Oh, I don't know. What about Bosnia and Herzegovina?
Oh no, Azerbaijan.
Yeah.
I'm always like, there's the Z and there's the B. Is the B before the H?
Yeah.
Is there an I? Is there an E? I don't know.
Ever since I fell in love with Eurovision, my mother's had the hardest time learning how to pronounce Azerbaijan. So if you sit her down and you say, like, you write it down, you say, how do you say it? It'll take her like 8 goes. And it's my favorite thing about Azerbaijan. Azerbaijan, however, they did debut in 2008. They were the last country in the Caucasus region to join the contest, but they were the first to win. So there's an interesting little tidbit for you.
Yeah. You know what? I will say, going back and watching like the Azerbaijan, I'm so impressed with the history of Azerbaijan.
That is exactly what I was going to say as well.
Like, for a start, two-thirds of their stuff, like, straight away, I'm like, oh, there's like top 10 stuff
100%.
straight away. Like, loving it.
They bring such high production value. Like, you can't fault them. Like, I didn't realize how crazy I was for some of these Azerbaijani entries until I went back and listened to them.
I know.
All right. Well,
it's oh my God. Actually, can I just put in, talking about, absolutely like loving Eurovision and spending that money. Do you want to know, in Azerbaijan, of course, so when they
oh my God, you are literally about to state the fact that I have written down for later. Go for it right now. You're going to say how much money they spent on it, aren't you?
did you know?
Because they
Go on.
built a whole new stadium arena thing for it. The Crystal Hall.
Yeah, because Eurovision is so huge in Azerbaijan, like
Yeah.
huge. They spent 160 million
Euros.
pounds.
160 million euros.
Oh, euros, sorry. Euros.
I only correct you because I made the same mistake and Jamie had to walk over and be like, that is not a pound symbol, that is a euro symbol. And I was like, cool, thank God.
Oh, I was reading it on the little.
I
was
see
reading
you've
it
been on
my phone.
Wikipedia
It was
today
just like,
as well. All right, well, let's get into it. So they've only missed the final once in their history. That's important to note. Yes, go ahead.
Actually, no. Can I just say, when we talk about the history of Azerbaijan, can you just tell me for you what is a standout about Azerbaijan?
Oh,
Well, shut up about it. Shut up about it. I'm sorry, I couldn't wait. Look, I've been waiting all week to tell that joke.
I knew there was going to be something like that in there somewhere. So Azerbaijan debuted in 2008 with Elna and Samir with the song Night and Day. They finished 8th. Yes, that's literally. That's what I think about
night
them as
and
well.
day. It's day after day.
Is it?
Isn't it?
It is day after day.
I'm sorry, it's not. No, it's not day after day. It's day after day.
after day.
Day after day. How would you describe this one?
I kind of like remote recording with you if you're going to do that. It's kind of a win for. So yeah, no, this one, it is day after day. I'm so sorry I got it wrong. It starts with, I think it's Elna doing that really high falsetto voice.
I'm going to do that a lot to this song.
Like Kate Miller-Heidke, right? I can't stand it.
Oh my God. Can I say this song is hands down one of my all-time favorite entries in Eurovision.
Right.
Hands down. Everything about this. When I think Eurovision, this is exactly what I pay my ticket to see.
Is this it?
This is everything. This is everything. It has drama, it has showmanship, it has men reaching ridiculously high notes, it has costume reveals, it has women getting drenched in blood, it has everything.
All right, so yeah, look, the whole thing that I've got from this is just that good and evil, heaven and hell, demon angel motif.
Yes.
I think for a debut performance, whoever ran Eurovision in Azerbaijan was like, what's Eurovision? And someone was like, okay, here's what you do.
Just throw all
and they
of this.
totally went for it.
Everything
Do you
on
know
the
what-
list.
Yeah, exactly.
Tick, 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 tick.
The only thing that the only thing I really don't like about this song is the falsetto. It really irritates me. I hate it when men do falsetto.
Scribble.
I hate Michael Jackson for inventing male falsetto.
Oh my God, are you kidding?
Yeah.
The two of them discover new notes during this performance, and that just notes that have never been reached before, will never be reached again, and that is part of the fantastic. And even at the end, I'm gonna say at the end, if you actually notice when they get to the actual end, they hit their they come together notes. They come together, and then both of our lead singers drop to their knees onto the floor. They are spent. Yes. They have given everything in this performance. Bravo.
Yeah, for me, this scored more points for the staging than the actual song. It's probably just a personal taste thing. I like the angels and the white afros. I think they did well with the pyro, the pouring of the blood or the wine all over that poor woman. That's going to stain.
Well, that's why they had to put the throw rug down, under. We've got like the demon throne and very, very the devil's put a nice throw down. Yes, it was specifically, so no following acts, hurt themselves. I will say the backup dancers in black, are a lot more flexible than the goody two shoes in white.
Oh my God, it's wild, right? Oh, how does she do anything that she does in that?
She is basically just doing it like wearing a piece of like black dental floss.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, especially at the back, there is just one little whoop and she is doing like 450-degree turns, like upside down.
I love his kind of goat warbling towards the end there. We're like, like, oh.
Yeah.
So for the song I've given, I don't care for this song as a song. I know you do. I'm sorry.
No.
I've given the song a 3, but the performance and the fashion both get a 7 from me for a total of 17.
Oh my God. Actually, can I say, have you ever actually watched the film clip to this?
No. I probably have, but I haven't recently.
For some reason, I had never watched the film clip, so I actually went and watched it in preparation for this.
Yeah.
Oh my God. All I can say is Eurovision clearly went and got the people who made DJ Bobo's Vampires Are Alive the year before. They brought the team back in for this one. You need to go watch the film clip. It is spectacular.
I'll check it out tonight. What have you scored this one?
I give this song a 10.
Oh, God damn, you do not.
I do. I love this song. I think this song is just pure gold. Absolute pure gold.
Someone has to.
I give the performance a 9.
Uh-huh.
And I am giving the fashion an 8. I'm taking some points off because the angels in there are a little like I don't dig what the angels are wearing.
Oh, yeah, because everything else about that performance is just pure mint gold.
It really is. Are you kidding? Oh, my Lord.
So that is a total
to this
of
song on repeat.
44 out of 60, I believe. If I can do my math right. Yes, that sounds about right.
Yeah. I honestly think they should just do this every year. Every year.
Just one
That's
year.
all I want.
One
right
year
there.
it's got to be a weak enough year to get them the win. 2009, exactly. Moving on, was Acel and A Rush with the song Always. And this song finished 3rd. What did you think about this one?
Look, it's okay. I get there are good and bad things with this. Like, I actually like the song. Like, it is a good, like, it's got that, upbeat, it gets you grooving. But there's just things like, I mean, it's not the best live vocal performance. There is absolutely no chemistry.
Oh my God.
Between the two people, like, whatsoever. It's just, and they have this weird little tiny, like 3-foot pointless little mini stage in the background. Yeah. I don't understand that.
The weird thing about this song is that I feel about this song the way you feel about 2008. And you feel about this song how
really?
I feel about 2008. This is probably top 2 Azerbaijani entries for me. I absolutely love this. So it opens with that girl doing the contortionist kind of thing.
Yeah, points for that. Points for that.
She's going to do more of that. And then she kind of doesn't do any more contortioning throughout the whole thing. I love this one.
Which is a disappointment.
This is going to be a little harsh, but I've written it's nice of Acel to perform with her dad at Eurovision.
That would explain the lack of chemistry.
Exactly. This is...
Well, that's like who was it that year where we had the brother and sister doing the love song and it was very uncomfortable for everybody?
Was that Spain a couple of years ago?
Oh, no, it was a bit before. I just remember, it was a brother and a sister, and it was that real kind of, it's like when you go back and watch the original Star Wars and you realize they're brother and like sister,
and
there's that,
and it's like, ugh.
And you're just like, ew.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No. I think Acel, she was absolutely perfect in this performance. I love that little scene with like the little guitar, the banjo kind of sitar thing where the fake plays it.
I was going to mention that. See, that just, they bring out a little mini instrument for him to fake play.
Yeah.
It is so bad. And I'm like, I know for me, I'm just like, cringe.
Yeah, there's like a way to like pretend you're playing an instrument without actually playing it, and he's not doing that at all.
Yeah, like it's just. And actually, the other thing that I did notice I think it was almost towards the end when I noticed. So you've got the 2 singers, you've got the 3 backup dancers, they're all going for it, but then very randomly in the very sort of back, dressed all in black, is some random and backup dancer. And at first I just saw this shadowy figure in black and I was like, Death, is that you?
Just lurking.
Yeah, I feel so bad for that guy. Like, I'm gonna be on Eurovision.
I'm in the back corner. Well, this song was actually the start of a very successful streak for them. They didn't fall out of the top 5 for a good few years after this.
Yeah.
I have nothing but good things to say about this performance. I give them the song an 8. It gets stuck in my head. I've given the performance an 8 because they really committed to those dance moves with her dad. Fashion a 7 for a total of 23.
Oh, see, I gave, I like this song. I mean, it is song 7, performance 5, not really a fan. The fashion a 6. That's just, I don't know why, but I really dig what the backup dancer's wearing, except for that lone man in black, except for what Death was wearing.
Death can always dress up well for Eurovision for a total of 41 from us. All right, now we need to move on to 2010, which was Safura with the song Drip Drop.
I'm sorry, I think you mean
drip drop, drip drop, drip drop, drip drop.
drop, drip drop.
Now this one actually entered the contest as the big favorite to win it. It's not a song on reflection. I feel like if you're going to be the favorite, you should be like more memorable than this.
Yeah. I will say, like,
it's a good song.
Yeah. It's what was her name?
Safura.
Safura. That's a good name.
She sounds like a planet, doesn't she? A star constellation.
It really does. Oh,
right.
I'm going to write a sci-fi book just so I can call the moon Safura.
Yeah, do it. Go for it. What else have you got to do right now?
I tell you what I've got to do. I've got to drip, drop, drip, drop,
drip, drop.
drip,
Now, this is the thing I want to talk about. It's a great song, high production value, but she has one dance move.
Yes.
Which is...
Yes.
Left, right, drip, drop, drip, drop.
With that, just moves the hand. Although, can I say for me, that really emphasized the main part of this song that really disturbs me, is the fact that she is wearing, it's a blue velvet glove with sequins on it. So I'm gonna call it the snipey glove, because she has cut out like the fingers of the glove, just like a trigger finger, just so she can get like a better feel of the trigger. So all I can think is she was James Bonding. She just popped out, she did some sniping, and then just had to go right on stage.
Yeah.
So when you got to snipe in Eurovision at the same time.
Yeah, exactly. She should have taken out the 4 competitors ahead of her. Just like, Lena's gone, Denmark's gone, blah, 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 whoever was in front of her.
Hindsight's a beautiful thing.
Hindsight's a gorgeous thing. Now,
you know what? I have...
Yeah, I felt...
Can I say, I have
go
other
ahead.
problems with this song. For one of them is one of the lyrics. Basically, she's confronting her boyfriend, who she thinks basically is a cheating bastard. Okay, yeah, you go, girl.
Yes.
You need to know those questions. But so this guy comes out, and she says to him, "You smell like lipstick again." And I'm like,
that's right.
No, it's not. Lipstick.
Doesn't lipstick just smell the same?
Yeah,
like it smells like wax.
Yeah, like I've never been like, oh, I could smell another woman's lipstick on you. Like perfume
is a whole different thing, right?
And, and I can see lipstick on you, but I've never smelt the dirty smell of a whore's lipstick. Like,
fair call.
Yeah.
I'd never actually thought about that.
Yeah, so she confronts him with this question, and then basically he just tries to interpretive dance his way out of the... Doesn't actually give her a response, just sort of interpretive dances away.
Shake away from my problems. Yeah. No, I think this song would have stood a much better chance had there been a bit more. It was a very dark performance, and I know that kind of goes with the lyrical theme of cheating and being alone and all of that. Yeah. And I love the light up dress. The one where for the longest time I couldn't tell if it was light reflecting off the sequins, which I think is what you thought.
Yeah, see, that's what I thought it was. If you had said, "Oh, there's a light up dress," I'd be like, "Where? Who? Did she leave it backstage?"
Exactly. So I think Azerbaijan maybe thought it was more of a statement piece than it actually probably was. Yeah.
Than it was.
I actually really like the song though. It's a catchy number. I'm gonna give the song itself a 7, but the performance gets a 5. Fashion gets a 6 because I love that dress for a total of 18.
I say I went the same. Like, the song is weirdly catchy, so I went song 6, performance, and fashion 5 each. I mean, yeah, it's middle of the ground. It's not, the fashion. It's
it's not. It doesn't offend you, but it doesn't
excite.
Yeah. Alrighty, so moving on.
No.
Here we go.
No.
Strap in, baby. We are about to get to it.
Boo.
2011. You may be familiar with this one, Elizabeth. I don't know if you've heard it before. I don't know if you ever want to hear her again. But it's Elle and Nikki with the song Running Scared. And guess what, Lizzie? Guess what?
What?
It won.
It's bullshit.
All right, so where do we start with this one?
Can I add, though? Okay, yes, it won. Okay. But it set the record for having the lowest average score for a winning song ever in the history of Eurovision, with the countries that gave it a vote giving it an average of 5 points.
Wow.
5!
Yeah. 2017, I don't remember. Sorry, not 2017. 2011, I don't remember being a particularly. There was no real massive standout.
We've been through this. No, there were 2 massive standouts. We've been through this. This is what I think is the problem. 2011 was the year that we were first introduced. The Eurovision public was introduced to Jedward.
That's right. I forgot Jedward were there.
With lipstick. It's blonde cloned twins. The world went insane. But then the problem is, so if it was just Jedward would have won hands down. But then out came Eric Sade. For Sweden.
Yes.
Okay, with I will be popular, I will be popular. And the problem is, he was popular. I think Jedward and Eric were so popular, okay? So lipstick and popular and perfect. The two of them essentially cancelled each, because everyone was
it's
like,
a two-horse race.
It's just do I give the 12 points to Sweden and Ireland? And everybody put everything into them, and then they were like, look,
pity
they
vote
suck
for
so
dear
bad.
sweet Azerbaijan.
Pity vote. And our 2 clear, hands down winning favourites knocked each other out of the race, and accidentally they were, you know what it is? It's that scene in Titanic where everybody is scrambling for a lifeboat, and there are those few guys with that one weird random boat that's in a random spot, and they're just standing there like, but what? We have so basically they're standing there like, come on, we got plenty of seats. Anyone want to get in the lifeboat? Anyone get in the lifeboat? And basically Azerbaijan just wander by accident. They got lost, and they're just like, sure, we'll get in your lifeboat.
They fell face first into a lifeboat.
Do you know what is the other curious thing? Because you know me, I love to look at the comments and the likes and the dislikes when the videos are on YouTube. Oh my God, I have never seen a winning song on the YouTube channel have so many thumbs down. It had
I think there's another contender for that one.
It had 16,000 votes up and over 10,000 votes down.
So still in positive territory though. That's the weirdest part of it all, I think.
Barely.
Now
I do not get this. It's Azerbaijan's worst song.
Oh yeah,
I feel hands down. I think absolute worst.
It is one of those winners that people will never really fully understand how it won.
No.
Yeah. What I think it's Nikki doesn't find a key. She's meant to find a key, and she starts off in the wrong thing. She just never finds. Yeah. Elle was fine. It was just stage with the white outfit.
Was he really though?
But compared to Nikki, I mean, everything is.
Can I say on the website, it's hilarious because everybody talks about how good looking she is. Not one person mentions what a good singer she is.
I kind of feel bad for it. This is really basic. The pyro was a nice touch. I hate the song itself less when I hear it.
It's awful.
But
awful.
Yeah, it's not a winner. It's bottom 5 winners of all time for me, this one. It just wasn't meant to win, and it shouldn't have won.
Yeah, no, to me, this is the absolute worst winning song of Eurovision, hands down. And I go so far as to say this is not just winning, but just one of the worst songs ever in the history of Eurovision.
Christ, that's a big commitment. Wow.
hate
So
it.
what have you given it out of 30?
I gave the song a 1.
Wow, that's generous.
Performance 0.
Yep.
Fashion 0.
For a 1. That is
Yeah.
amazing. Well, I've given the song.
Yeah.
Look, you're gonna judge me, but I've given the song a 5. I've given the performance a 2 and the fashion a 3 for a total of 10. I'm a lot more generous than you are.
No, this is basically how I summed up this song. So beige. This song would faint if it had an opinion. That's how I feel
Excellent.
about. I hate it. Absolutely hate it. I love Azerbaijan. This is not
No,
up to their
Azerbaijan
standard.
could have done a lot better. 2012, they hosted in Baku with the entrant Sabina Babayeva with the song "When the Music Dies," which finished 4th.
Ironically, the song, can I say, the song "When the Music Dies," ironically, it was written while listening to last year's winning song.
Well, I got to say, the crowd absolutely loved this song. I really love this song. I think as a song, it's a standout for Azerbaijan. I think it'd be a
this is a much
standout for
better
almost
song.
any country. Might
Yeah.
step in the absolute right direction with this one. The dress is
'Cause it's in
absolutely
key for most of it?
gorgeous. Sorry.
Yeah. I said, is it the right direction because it's in key for a lot
Yeah,
of
exactly,
a lot of the
that's-
song? Yeah.
That's the most important part there. The dress was perfect. The vocals. Now that, Nikki, is how you sing a song, right? Like, that's how you sing a song. I
Yeah.
love the projector dress because it didn't, I don't think this performance was like, okay, so we'll do nothing, but then the projector dress will happen and lead the whole thing. I think like,
Yeah. Yeah. And then a guy pops up like riding
Yeah.
like a mystery flying carpet, singing
Just sitting in
traditional
the
music,
corner
which is so
yodeling.
random, but you're like, yeah, I dig
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
I actually really like
Yeah.
this one. I think
I like
this is
it.
one of the few times you can see a country host and be like, we're in this to win this again, like back to back. Most countries don't do that. I've given this song an 8, the performance an 8, and the fashion an 8 for a total of 24 points.
I gave the song a 6, performance a 6, fashion a 7. Now, can I say,
6,
what-
6, 7, 9,
so we're just on the 2012, and before we skip to the 2013, just a little bit of background info. This is how big Eurovision is in the country of Azerbaijan, because in 2013, the country's president, and I apologize, Mr. President, when I say
Come on, lay it on us.
Ilham Aliyev.
Sure.
Yeah.
He's not listening, so probably doesn't matter.
He loves the show. What are you talking about? Liham himself launched an inquiry into why his country did not award Russia any points during the 2013 grand final.
I remember this.
So just a little bit of
This is when
Yeah,
they went, instead of being like, why is there politics at Eurovision? They were like, there wasn't enough politics at Eurovision.
what? He's just, keeping it dishonest. That's all.
Yeah,
Just
exactly.
Keeping it dishonest.
Stick to what you're good at, I guess.
But
Neighbor voting.
No, I don't think this has anything to do with politics whatsoever. I think this is clearly a case of what would happen if you and I were president of a country. Basically, he is so pissed off that his favorite song didn't win. He's like, well, that's it. It was
100%.
clearly cheating. I'm launching an
Like,
investigation.
if I would
Yeah,
launch,
like,
I would interrupt the broadcast as president and be like, the jury was wrong.
Yeah.
We're giving 12 points to Corolla, even if she's not entering.
Yeah, I know. Seriously, when Kano didn't win last year, I would have gone like full Trump. I would have been tweeting. I would have been like, "That's it, unleash the nukes!" I would have lost my
understandably.
shit.
So in 2013, it was Farid Mammadov with the song "Hold Me," and it came second. This was this really insanely strong streak of Azerbaijan doing unbelievably well.
Basically, can I say, and this is funny because last week we actually we did an interview with another podcast, and about, getting through the COVID, and he asked us, we were like, what do you know about Eurovision? And he mentioned that his favorite song was A Man in a Box. And both you and I were both like, you have to clarify.
Yeah, it's Eurovision.
There are so many men in boxes.
Yeah.
So many. And then we went on to list 6 men
Yeah, we were
in a
like,
box.
was it this one? Was it this one? And I made a bad Johnny Logan joke. Yeah.
Yeah.
But it was, he messaged me yesterday, I think it was, and said, by the way, it was the one mentioned. It was Azerbaijan 2013. So yes, this is universally remembered as a man in a box.
Man in the box, yeah.
So Farid is standing on top of it. He's a good looking bloke. I don't understand how the man in the box does the performance. For those of you who can't remember, he matches up perfectly to Farid Mammadov on the outside. He shadows him and does the exact
it's
same
like
move.
his shadow.
It's incredible. And I think this performance is probably what got the song to number 2.
Yeah, it's definitely all the performance. But that being said, there's moments with the shadow performance where he is interacting with his shadow that I just find weird. There's a bit where he's pressed up against the box and his box is pressing up against him.
Yeah.
But they both got their hands raised and they're looking at each other like they're in love. And I'm like, so the metaphor of this is you're in love with yourself?
Oh,
really? That's what you want to say to the world?
Suddenly this performance speaks to me on a whole different level.
It's just a man in love with his own box.
Yeah, it's a really well executed performance. I think this is the opposite of what they did most years, in where they send a really profesh song written by some Swedish Viking genius, and then they pair back the performance. And this year they were like, well, it's a good song, and it is a good song. I love this song, but I think they were really going for that performance.
Yeah. See, I'm not the song itself. I'm not a real crazy fan. And basically it's him standing at the box. They're staring lovingly at each other. They love each other. And then he dumps himself in the box to run off with a chick in a red dress who just weirdly appears in the middle of nowhere, but with the world's longest train.
With the entire
All
red
the
carpet
red material.
attached. Yeah. She has to take that back to the Oscars or something. I didn't like velour suit. It was like a velour fabric-y kind of vest thing, and I absolutely hate the grey.
It's very weird. And can I say then the two of them go back and then stand either side of the man in the box. And it's very awkward, and there's roses blowing around, and at one stage the man in the box is sliding down the box, but if you note, basically his ass is in line to line with the lead singer's face as they're just dropping down, because the lady gets the face.
That's the type of self-love I support.
Yeah, and you're like, hello. But then randomly he dumps the two of them. He goes off to have a bit of sing, and so the girl in the red dress and the man in the shadow box, I think, have an affair with each other while he sings on.
Good for them. I'm happy they found love. I think the box man is the real star of this performance, which doesn't bode well for a song contest. So I've given the song a 7. I think it's strong. Performance an 8, because this is really built around that performance. Fashion a 3 for a total of 18.
Yeah, see, I gave the song itself a 5. I give the performance a 6. That's just for the man in the box being upside down in his head. And the fashion a 5, and that's exclusively just for her and her dress.
So that's a total of 16, I guess. Yeah, that dress deserves a lot more points than the velour suit.
Yeah.
All right. Moving on to 2014, Dilara Kazamova with Start a Fire. This was an attempt to return to that girl's warble ballad, and it did not work. This one I forgot was actually a thing, and I shouldn't forget a song that has a trapeze artist in it.
Oh my God. With this song, when she's like, she's just waffling on, and she's just, we're going to start a fire. All I could think is, are we going to start a fire so we can burn this song? It's so dull.
Yeah.
So dull.
Okay, so I spend too much time talking about this one. It's I points for the trapeze artist. The dress is fine. She earned some points, but the song I gave a 3, performance a 5, fashion a 4 for a total of 12.
Oh, I just gave it 2s along the board.
Wow, for a total of 6.
The only thing that's worth mentioning, I think, for this performance is, and I want our listeners to tell us which is correct at the end of this video, because I'm sure at the end of this you're going to say that she screams "Make love, no war" bang, bang, shoot, shoot, shoot. But I swear, because I already got up and started to walk away, and I swear she screams out, "Make love no more." And I was like, you are a miserable bitch. I will make love for us all. So yeah, go watch
Let
the
us
video.
know on
You can
Instagram
tell
or
us.
Facebook. Now moving on to 2000.
Yeah.
Yeah,
This
it was
song
their first
came
performance
22nd.
outside of the top 10. Their second ever outside of the top 5. This kind of started a bit of a trend. 2015 was Elna Husanov with the song Hour of the Wolf, sorry. Elna, you will remember from 2008.
Woo!
I believe he was the heaven half.
I know. I remember he was the heaven half. I remember when one of our earlier podcasts, I told you this fact, and you would not believe me. It was the same
My
man, and
brain
you had to
exploded.
actually Google it in front of me, and you were like, "Oh my god, you were right."
Yeah, I've learned a lot about trusting you with Eurovision figures and facts now.
I tell you, she says, "Make love no more."
So Elna, I actually really love this song. I love it more than I probably should. I absolutely think this. No, I won't sleep tonight. I love this song. The falsetto. Yeah. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, it's like No, I was going to say it's like the musical reimagining of the Underworld movies.
Yeah.
For those who can't remember, he has 2 backup dancers, and basically the backup dancers' interpretive dance, they go full wolf.
Yes.
Full wolf pack. Yeah.
Yes.
Like actual wolf. Like,
yeah. It's given me the opportunity to use the word lycanthropic in our Eurovision podcast. It's very lycanthropic in performance. The staging is a bit pared back again. I think it works.
You know who else is lycanthropic?
Who?
Do you know who else is lycanthropic?
Who's lycanthropic?
Fuck the 3 of us. I'd lick his
Yeah, no, you know what? The man has a fantastic voice. You cannot take that away from him. I did not like the falsetto in 2008, but I like this performance. This is probably song-wise, I think as a song, this is my favorite entry from Azerbaijan. This one's my favorite. Overall, it's not my favorite. I think it just lacked a little bit of something. This is 2015, so as you and I have always agreed, this is the year everyone sent their bloody A game.
This was the best year ever. This was a stellar year.
Name a country and they've sent a great song that year.
Yeah.
I have given the song an 8, performance a 5, fashion a 4 for a total of 17.
Yeah. I think I would have given this song more points, but basically the whole theme of everything, it's one of my worst fears, so I spent a lot of it hiding in the bathroom. But I actually gave the song a 6, the performance a 6, but he's wearing sneakers. Fashion 0.
For a total of 12.
Do you want to know what the what Hour of the Wolf is, or what it's known as?
Tell me. But tell me quick.
The Hour
We have to get through this.
Okay. The Hour of the Wolf is the hour between night and dawn, the hour when most people die, when sleep is deepest, when nightmares are most real. It is the hour when the sleepless are haunted by their deepest fears, when ghosts and demons are most powerful, and the hour when most children are born.
Oh, why is that wolf related? Beautiful. I'm so glad you did that. I can't wait to edit that into the opening credits or something. 2016 was Samra with the song Miracle, which finished 17th. So you can see their form has fallen a bit, and it will continue to fall for a little while. This one...
It's going to take a miracle for me to like this song.
See, this is what I thought. And going back to music videos and studio performances, I know is not what we're rating these on, but it's a different style. It's not a ballad, which, Azerbaijan are a big fan of sending a woman singing a ballad. But I like this song.
I get that. Is it sort of like the thing that I will note is one of the 4 backup dancers, one of the men is wearing gold spray painted gridiron shoulder covers. It's like
my God,
Austria.
That's literally what I've read. Flamboyant NFL player dances.
Yes. All I can think is this goes back to Austria. Was it in 81 where that woman is wearing the gridiron helmet? All I can think,
iconic.
yes. All I can because backstage there's like, as a joke, it started some story, some myth, like, you know, however many decades ago, there was just a random gridiron costume, and they're like, if you wear a part of this costume, it's a guaranteed 5 points.
Yeah.
Like straight away, just complimentary. We sneak it in. So they're like, so he's got like the little tight whitey like NFL shorts on,
Yeah.
and like the pads, and I'm just like, why are you wearing them? Why?
I think I love the pyro. I think if you have something in this, it's the pyro. I think Sumra herself was really committed to it. I don't know if it was strong enough for them. I think it kind of feels like a Kylie Minogue filler track from like 2005.
Yeah, I feel the performance and the fashion is better than the song in this case. That's what I gave
100%.
I gave the song itself a 4, but I gave the performance and fashion both got a 6.
Given the song a 7, performance a 6, fashion a 6.
Yeah. Okay, so we agree about everything except the song.
Yeah, exactly. I don't think this is, as a girl who listens to Metallica, I didn't think this one was going to be completely up your alley.
Hey, I also have the best of Chris Isaak. You know, oh my God, Chris Isaak once checked out my boobs, but that's another story.
Well, so did that guy at the Kano concert. So I wouldn't put too much weight on it. Anyway, 20. It was Dihaj with the song Skeletons, and it finished 14.
Oh, with my skeletons.
Oh my God. So the first thing we need to talk about here, the man up the ladder with the horse mask on.
Oh yes, for anyone who may not have seen this film clip, basically to set the scene, first of all, to set the scene, there's like a couple of chalkboard walls set up with like graffiti. She's in like a trench coat, and then just to the side of her is a giant ladder, and on that ladder is a man in a perfectly just fitted suit, and he is wearing a horse head.
But I don't understand the symbolism of it. Like, is it meant to symbolize something? Is it, you know, like, I don't know.
Like the whole thing. No, the whole thing, how I see it is like basically the whole thing is supposed to be, it's about, you know, the skeletons. It's all about the subconscious dreams and all, you know, the subconscious dreams. And it's because I'm just watching it and I'm like, basically I just see this whole song as her subconscious. Basically she's just chasing the big D. She's chasing the D. And I back that up.
She wants a horse hung guy.
Yes. Basic, like, come on. Like, oh, she's not just dreaming of a guy. He's like a horse. We've all been there, sister. And I back up my theory. Because she sort of sings for a bit and then she goes over to the wall and she gets some chalk and she writes on the wall. Now, some people may say that she has written horns. No. If you look, she has clearly scribbled the word horny. You go back and look at that film clip. I will be a donkey's asshole if she has not written horny on that chalkboard. And I'm like, someone is really chasing the D.
Actually, someone posted today on Instagram, love yourself the way you love toxic men with great dick. And I'm like, Dihaj, maybe you need to do that to yourself. I don't.
Yeah, we should say
I
that
think
to
if
her.
there's any symbolism here, I'm missing it. I do understand her breaking down the walls, which is the most generic. I don't understand a man up a ladder with a horse head on. I like when she starts voguing because I can relate to that because Madonna. I think there's something in...
Well, obviously, you know, the D is unattainable. That's why it's up a ladder. That's why she's subconsciously dreaming about it.
She wants a horse-hung man she can't get.
Basically.
Understand. Yeah, I don't care for this one. I've given the song a 3, performance a 5, because she tried to do something, and the fashion a 2, 10. I don't like this song.
I want to see, this is very... weirdly, I actually like this song.
Well,
this song has really grown on me. And I actually give the song a 7. I give the performance a 5. Because I'm giving them bravo points for actually trying to pull this shit off.
Yeah, I give them attempting points.
Yeah, exactly. And I give fashion 2, and that is solely for Horseman because his suit is impeccable.
See, I took points off for Horseman, so...
Look at his suit. And when he actually finally takes his like horse head off, you're like, oh, I'd hit that.
Yeah, well, good for you. I'm glad someone's trying to. All right, 2018. It was I Sell.
I'm just a girl. I'm just a girl trying to get the D like anyone else. Don't try to touch me.
You'll climb any ladder for it. I Sell, who is not the same Acel as represented Azerbaijan in 2009. Look it up. There is a difference between the Y and the I. I Sell with Cross My Heart, the first song to not qualify for Azerbaijan.
Yeah. I can see why.
It's
not good.
The first thing I thought was worst songs have qualified before.
That doesn't excuse it. Basically, it's just a chick in, I don't know, like a white swimsuit where she really awkwardly just runs from like block to block. There's like 5 blocks.
Yeah.
And she just sort of runs. And then when she comes out, there's 4 backup singers, dancers. And all they do is just run from block to block. And you know why they run from block to block?
Why?
Because they got to Eurovision and suddenly realized they forgot to plan choreography.
Yeah.
So they're like, if we just run around, no one will notice. No one will notice.
Just do yoga. The funny thing about Acel is that, or Acel, or whatever her name is, she's actually a soul and jazz singer, singing a song that is very not jazzy, very not soul-y.
And completely without soul.
Yeah. The vocals weren't terrible. They were kind of, there's not much to say about this one. The wind machine was nice. I didn't like those visual effects where the swirl around the backup singers and then land above her.
It was very repetitive. At that point, basically, they were just trying to throw glitter on it. Like,
that's the gentle way of putting it, I guess. I actually like the song. It's probably just the gay boy in me. I gave this performance a 5 for effort and fashion 5 because I was not offended by it, for a total of 16.
Oh wow, we had very different feelings. I think
we might have.
I gave this 2 across the board.
For a total of 6. Okay.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah, not a fan of this. Oh, 2019. Will you tell me what you think about 2019? Tell us what you think.
Truth. This one finished 8th back in the top 10 for them. This is like, so it's kind of got this Eastern European beat, but it's also very trap house kind of in a weird way. Okay. I like the robotic arms of the performance.
Shut up about it. Can I say, why didn't they just call the song?
You can't just use that joke twice.
I can, and I will. I have been telling it like all week to the cats. I'll be like, oh, do you want some num-nums? Do you want some num-nums? And when they're like, I'm like, shut up about it. Shut up about it.
What did you think about the performance?
Okay, yeah, I'm the same with you. Like with it starts off, it's him, and there are 2 like fancy looking robot arms like shooting lasers at him. To be honest, I'm a bit disappointed. I'm with you. I thought more was going to happen with the lasers, with the robots. I thought they would do more instead of him just sort of walking past them, and they stop.
A couple of years ago, San Marino sent some crappy song that wasn't by Sir Hut, and they were just kind of like dancing little like toy robots. You get it like Toys R Us or something. And this kind of gave me the same vibes. I was like, this isn't fancy tech, or this isn't like futuristic. This just looks like a vending machine, right? I like the song. I do like the song. So if you remember, there was that visual effect of his soul leaving his body.
Yeah. When he does the
during the rehearsals. I didn't watch rehearsals, but I heard all about the rehearsals. And this was like mega hyped. They were like, oh my God, his soul leaves his body. I was like, oh my God, that's going to be amazing. And he like shot up the odds. And then I watched it and I was like, that is way less impressive than I was expecting.
Yeah. Yeah, that was not a soul leaving, his body. That was just like, that was some CGI I can do with my laptop at home. Yeah. Can I say...
And I've seen your video.
Exactly. My videos are awesome. Shush you. Can I say, when he first comes out, my first thought is, Wolverine goes to Eurovision. He's got some large hair. He's got the facial hair. Honestly, I'll put up the video clip. It's Wolverine goes to Eurovision. But then when he actually comes out, like from behind the robots, you notice he's actually a muscular little nerd.
Oh yeah, he's
like,
got
he's
some
clearly a
arms
nerd.
going on. He's like Fareed
But-
Mamadov from 2014.
Damn.
He was all guns.
Yeah, like it's just but it's like if you just looked at his head, you'd be like, oh, so you're here from the IT department.
Yeah, you're here to fix the robots up.
Yeah. Oh, that's good. But then he just like breaks out the guns, and I'm like, holy
Yeah.
shit.
I
You know
am
what? He
here
could
for
shoot my
this.
computer.
Yeah.
He could shoot my computer.
Yeah. No, the man can sing. I've given the song a 7, performance a 7, fashion a 7 for a total of 20.
Oh, okay.
But I wish he would, sorry to interrupt, I wish he'd stop telling me to shut up. Honestly. Go fuck yourself.
Oh my god, I was gonna say that's the other thing where he's just like, shut up. So basically it's just like, an average straight man having a reaction to, his feelings and emotions.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're straight.
So
That's
in this
what I
song-
took from it. Clearly a straight man.
So I guess you'll be taking points off. Yeah.
Yeah, it's so weird. Like, I was the same. Like, in my brain, I'm start like, don't you tell me to shut up. Who do you think you are? Like, I will give you. But then just as you're doing it, and then he's just like, shut up about it. And you're like, oh my God. But then you can't help, like, when you walk off, like, shut up about it. So I gave it a, what did I give it? I gave it sevens across the board.
7, 7, 7 for a total of 21.
Yeah.
And that
It's just, I'm sorry, just randomly out of the blue, you just shut up about it. Shut up about
Now,
it. I wasn't expecting
that
it.
is every entry Azerbaijan has ever sent to Eurovision. Would you like to know the song that got the highest score from us combined? This wasn't what I thought was going to happen.
Wow, okay.
Our winner tonight,
Oh.
not my winner by far, but your winner
Yes.
by a comfortable margin. 2008, Day After Day,
Oh, Salzburg.
which by the way I hate, and I think we need a balancing of the scores.
What came second on the points? No, I
So
think we got it. The system
44
works.
for 2008. Second was my favorite, 2012, by a single point, 43 points for Sabina Babayeva. The other thing I think we're going to get a lot of feedback on is 2011. Should Azerbaijan have won with Running Scared?
No.
I think we know what the answer is going to
gonna
be with this one.
No. No one is taking a bullet for that song.
Absolutely
Like, no one.
Nikki's not
Yeah,
even singing
like,
it. That's how
it's-
little she cares about it, honestly.
Yeah, it's just, and I mean, this is not us having a go at Azerbaijan. Like, I think I speak for you when we love Azerbaijan. And they are right to have a victory. I just think it's disappointing that this is the song that took us to Baku.
Yes.
Is it?
They deserve to win.
Yes.
It just shouldn't have been that one.
They should have won with
Now,
2008. Just
Do
saying.
you have a comment of the week for
I
us?
do.
All right,
Yes.
lay it on me. What have you listened to? I think I know.
No, because 2008, I've actually done comments of the week with that in one of our earlier podcasts.
That's
when
right,
we
you
did a
have.
What are you listening to? So, comment of the week, I stuck with Elna.
Uh-huh. Hour of the Wolf?
With his song, Hour of the Wolf. George Austin Tay 4 years ago, who simply says, he was wonderful. My favourite male performance of the year. He slays!
Ooh.
Exclamation point. I put
Excellent
it in
take.
just for the slays. Yeah. Nicola Lazic 4 years ago. I fell in love as I heard this song, but when I saw the performance, it ate my heart. Yaguri won 4 years ago, who simply put, funny how this entry is 90,232,893 times better than the one from 2011, which won Eurovision. I am totally obsessed with this song and the performer. Ryan Harrop 2 years ago has said, great voice, the best voice in ESC history, in my opinion. That's a big statement.
I'm sorry. I normally let people have their opinions on this, but that's bullshit. That's
Sakas
terrible.
Rivas, Dima Balan.
Lordy.
But our comment of the week, and to be honest, comment of the week would have gone to this person just for their handle, which is Gay Greek Pistolero.
Oh, hello.
So 4 years ago, the Gay Greek Pistolero simply said, "Shame on you who put a dislike here to this song. Shame! Shame!"
Well, that's an excellent way to summarize it.
So the gay Greek Pistolero, we salute you. Comment of the week.
Excellent. Well, thank you so much for listening this week. Hopefully this has gone together well. I will have a bunch of editing ahead of me in the next day or so.
There's been some computer
we've had
crashing.
some glitches along the way, but you know what? We're still here. We're still standing. Next week will finally be Belarus.
Are you sure? Are you sure about that?
I can't think of anything that would be before it.
You said that last week.
Belarus. Yeah, no, I
So
think
if you get me all excited about Belarus again,
unless
and then
deliver unless Bangladesh have gone to Eurovision, I think we're pretty ready.
You're like, damn it, we forgot that year. Damn it.
So do tune in next week. Follow us on Instagram. Follow us on Facebook. We are always willing to chat about your favorite entries, what you think of our favorite entries. Follow Liz. She posts a lot more interesting stuff on Instagram than I do. I'm pretty dull.
It's mostly of my cats.
Yeah, and I just put up polls about Marlon Brando, honestly. So yeah, follow us. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, I just got excited when you were like, I put up polls, and I was going to be like, and my mind was just like, you didn't know anyone from Poland. And then I'm like, oh, no, hang on. Sorry.
Oh, polls.
Continue.
Yeah. All right, so thank you again. We will see you next Friday for Belarus. I'm telling you, Liz, it's Belarus.
It better be Belarus.
Find out next Friday right here on the Douze Points podcast. Thanks for listening. Good night.
Shut up about it. Shut up about it.